Okay, so Roberta's asking, how do you accommodate for brand versus demand strategies mix, heavier on one or the other, or even mix when it comes to team makeup? That's a great question, Roberta. So that really depends on the level of maturity of an organization. One of the things that I didn't cover in going through these phases is I just talked about how the team evolves, but the stages of maturity that we talked about up here are actually independent of those stages, right? So you could, for example, have a company that is very sophisticated in its marketing efforts and look more like this, right? And so we want to be able to figure out in a particular business, have we captured as much demand as possible that is available for us on the marketing side? So let's say we are more of like a mid-tier ACV type of business where we're hunting customers that are between 5 and 50,000. So our mix of marketing tactics would look like a combination of inbound. There would be some ABM, paid search, paid social, some product marketing, and sales enablement, right? So we kind of have everything kind of being run across the board here. And so the first question would be, are we capturing enough value from all these existing avenues and sub-functions for the business? Until we've maxed these activities out, going down the route of brand building can be risky, but at the same time, it can help us fuel how much pipeline is coming from paid media, as an example. And so I think earlier on, if you're in the zone and let's say you're at about 5 to 10 million in revenue, the focus should be more on maximizing these channels. But as you start to find scale, you see year-over-year growth, your number of MQLs or pipeline per month is increasing, and there's a core set of activities that you know drives value for the business. At some point, you would shift from being more focused on capturing the demand to focus on actually creating demand. And that's where you would focus on thought leadership activities and becoming more of a leader in the marketplace for that particular industry. And that would inevitably have an impact across the board here. One of the mistakes that we've seen is companies will, until they have actually worked through this, before they figure this part out, they may launch a podcast or a video series, which is good and will pay some sort of dividend. But because some of these fundamental pieces are not in place, your conversion rates through the funnel won't be good. Maybe people come to the site and they bounce right off because your website is not structured the right way. And so you want to make sure a lot of those core pillar pieces are in place before, especially when you have a limited team. If your marketing team is 3 to 5 people and half of them are working on only thought leadership pieces, that can create a problem when it comes time to actually hitting those targets.